months as Hurricane Harvey has slammed southeastern Texas.
So when you look at the storm as it sits right now hanging over Texas, what concerns you most about Harvey?
Several things. First of all, if it lingers over the land, it could cause massive flooding. And then watch out. If it goes back into the Gulf, it could get re-energized and create a second, even a third landfall. And so the agony has just begun with this hurricane.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14. And God said, "Let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years."
Right, so these moon and the stars and the sun were for signs and seasons, and for you to recognize the times, or the times that we're in today. We got the Day of Atonement coming up in about 25 days? 25 or 30 days, the Day of Atonement will be here. Okay? Was that the 29th? Day of Atonement will be here. On the 20th, we got the blowing of the trumpets. That's the beginning of the 7th month. On the 4th, what do we got? The Feast of Tabernacles, where we dwell in tents. But 40 days before the Day of Atonement came the eclipse. All right?
This is Baruch 6, verse 60. For the sun and the moon and the stars being bright and sent to do their offices.
Right, to do their offices. Everything has a reason for it. The sun, the moon, and the stars, the Most High created them to sit in their offices to cause signs to be on the earth. Like these storms, these hurricanes, this fire that's happening right now.
Video inside the eye wall of Hurricane Harvey shows the power of a Category 4 as it barreled into the Gulf Coast last night. Several areas look like disaster zones. Wind gusts of over 160 miles per hour and flooding rains slammed towns along the water. It's not expected to let up for days. Rockport and Fulton were some of the city's hardest hit. They are the first populated areas to see a direct impact. Early views of the damage show several mobile homes flipped or already in pieces.
Right now, come on.
Obedient. In like manner, the lightning, when it break forth, is easy to be seen. And after the same manner, the wind bloweth in every country. And when the Most High commanded the clouds to go over the whole world, they do as they are bidden. And the fire sent from above to consume the hills.
Wait a minute. So he's telling you how the fires got started. We want to know, how is these fires jumping off every year in the summertime? The Most High causes those fires. You got fires that always start in the hills. The grass is all dry and the hills catch on fire. Who sends the fire? The Most High sends the fire through storms. We had lightning and thunder not too long ago. All it takes is one crackle of the lightning to cause a fire. That's all it takes. Read that again, the last part.
And the fire sent from above to consume hills and woods do as it commanded.
Right, it was commanded for these fires to take place. That's why the earth, that's why you look at the ozone right now. You look at the sky, it's all hazy. Hazy and smoky. Right? You don't understand why the sky is hazy and smoky. It's the Most High caused that. But y'all want to say, oh, Mother Nature. Oh, Mother Nature went into Houston. They got what he was watching the skit the other day. He was telling me about down in Houston how it was an alligator farm. And that the flood started getting so high down there in Houston that all these alligators just broke out and started going all over the place. The man couldn't catch them all. Like 30, what? How many alligators are? Like 300 alligators just cut loose in Houston. You got people trying to fend for themselves, and here come alligators all over the place. Right? The Most High set that whole thing up. Now you got to worry about not only eating, you got to worry about fending yourself from alligators. That's all going down in Houston right now. Just like it happened in New Orleans. The same thing, Hurricane Katrina. You wonder why that storm is really in Houston? Because all the wickedness that them people from New Orleans, all those people from New Orleans from Hurricane Katrina, all they did was get shipped over to Houston. They took all that evil from New Orleans over to Houston. All that voodoo, they took to Houston. All that eating turtle soup and snake soup and alligator fried legs, they took that to Houston. So over in Houston, you got all this evil going on and the Most High is against it. Why else would the Most High bring a storm? Because the people, the Israelites there, that are gathered together are causing havoc, and the Most High hates it. Okay? So the Most High is in charge of all these vices, man. All right?
Who brought out John 3:16?
All right?
Read that.
The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Is that true? Yeah, that's true, but who is that speaking to? Who is that speaking to? We just read earlier, gather yourselves together, O nation not desire, which was Jacob. Give me John 17 and 9. So they only bring that verse out, right? But John 17 and 9, give me Romans 6 and 23.
The book of John,
Let's see if we hear something different.
Go ahead.
the book of John, chapter 17 and verse 9.
Come on.
I pray for them,
He prayed for who? Come on.
I pray not for the world.
Wait a minute. He just said
The whole world could be saved, but in this verse he's saying he prayed not for the whole world. So who is he praying for? Come on.
But for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine.
They are thine. So who is he praying for? Christ said he prayed not for the world. Give me Romans 11:26. Let me show you who he's praying for. No, I want, yeah, Romans 6 and 23 from you.
11:26.
Read that for me. So when Christ said he prays for the world, he's praying for all those who what?
The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written.
Right. So it says
All Israel shall be saved, as it is written. So who is Israel? The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
The Negroes, the Latinos, and American Indians, you have a rich heritage.
Right.
You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Okay? We come out to show you, according to the Bible, this is your heritage. Your forefathers did come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who were black men. Okay? Moses was a black man. Christ was a black man. The one you call God Almighty has color. Did y'all know that? Give me that.
then give me the what is that? First give me then go to the other. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 11, verse 26.
What?
And so all Israel shall be saved. Also, it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
From who?
From Jacob.
So who is Jacob? This is Jacob. These men, these women, these families, that's Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Now Jacob is the one who are in sin. Jacob is the one who received the commandments.
Right.
Jacob is the one the covenant was for.
Right.
As long as Jacob is on the bottom, the whole world is out of sync. Do y'all understand that?
Right.
But no one can skip over the Most High's favorite people, who are the children of Israel. You can't skip over them. You have to follow where they go. If they're doing righteousness, you have to follow them. If they're doing evil, whether you like it or not, you're going to follow them. Okay? That's the whole thing that people don't understand. The children of Israel have to be acknowledged.
That's right.
Christ is their leader. He's their king, their Messiah. But the children of Israel have to be acknowledged. That's why this whole world is torn. Come on.
For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins.
He's going to take away the children of Israel's sins. Because if you look in the ghettos, who do you see? The children of Israel.
Right.
They fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Okay? Pastors skip that whole chapter. And that's the whole reason for figuring out who Israel is. You got that out, what I asked you to get?
This is Daniel 10 verses 5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, 9 and 7. When I lifted up my eyes and looked.
Wait a minute, so this is Daniel. Daniel was a prophet of the Most High from the tribe of Judah. Daniel was a black man in Babylon, okay? The Babylonians were black people. The Babylonians are what you call Ethiopians today. They were Cushites. They were ruling their land, along with the Elamites, which are the East Indians. Come on.
Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
Clothed in linen. Our people back in those days didn't wear all these different chemical shirts. They wore linen. Linen heals your body. When you go to the doctor and they wrap your arms from a cut, they use linen. Linen heals. All right? That's what y'all understand. When you look at the men of the desert, they wear linen to keep themselves cool in heat like this. Linen.
Clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl.
Like the beryl. Beryl is a ruby, but when you look at the beryl, beryl is brown in color. So the Most High God is brown in color. Come on, and we're going to show you more.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
So his face is so bright you can't look at it. Give me the other vision that they